Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com! Yeah. Back at it, James. Back at it like a crack addict. You know?
Uh-huh.
Whew. I feel real good today.
Do you?
I feel on top of my game, James. Best I've ever been.
Is that true?
I'm a young Pete Sampras. Yeah, I feel real good today.
Oh, okay, good.
Sturdy.
Good.
Strong.
Good.
Spry.
Great.
Like a treeman. You know, someone who climbs trees, chops trees. I'm a real treeman. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
Probably not, but it needs to be.
Everyone knows your
everybody knows I'm a treeman.
outdoor prowess.
Yeah, I'm really good amongst the trees.
Yeah.
If I see a tree, I'll punch it. I will. And that's me. That's who I am.
Oh, wow.
I will punch a tree right in its cavity.
Oh.
Right in that knot. I'll punch a tree, James. I will.
Okay.
I really will. Having a great day today. Started off strong.
Yeah.
Why? If you're a long-time listener, you know that my $150,000 iPhone here is a piece of garbage. And it has a mind of its own and plays a song every time I get into the car that is completely unbeknownst to me. And it almost defines the day of my life, like what's about to happen to me today.
Right.
Yeah. This morning's song. And again, I don't have this saved anywhere. Like, I mean, I've listened to it a million times in my life, but I didn't purchase it and I don't own it. In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. Right when I got into the car and I was like, oh my God, man, I haven't heard this song in a long time.
Wow.
And when that kicks in, I punched a hole through a windshield, got out, and that's when I punched that tree. Was having a great morning after that where I was like, man, they knew. Whoever inside it's not Steve Jobs, because let's face it, that guy didn't do shit for this country. Whoever's inside this machine knows I needed that song today to really get it kicked off.
Sure.
I also needed a little bit of baby juice today from Starbucks.
Baby juice?
Yep, a little baby juice for the big guy. Kind of just to wake up, you know. A little shot of baby juice in the back of my mouth, you know. A little shot of baby juice in the back of my throat, you know.
Why are we calling it baby juice?
No idea.
Okay.
I felt like a little tiny baby this morning where I just needed to be, you know, awakened to the world.
Cradled?
Yeah. And had to stop in Starbucks. Now, I've said this on the show before. I'm not a fan of Starbucks.
No.
However, their nitro brew is the level that I need to get to some days. And today was one of them. Breezed through there, and there was a little wait for my drink to come out, and this polite little gay man pops out. He pops his head out, and he goes, what do you think of that nitro brew? And I was like, man, first of all, he asked me how my day was going, and I was like, it's shitty. Kind of sick, you know, a little sick.
Oh, because this was before the tree punching.
Correct.
So at that point, not a good day.
Not a good day.
After,
great day.
Great day.
Great day. Because I hadn't plugged in my iPhone yet either. There's a Starbucks right by our house. So, yeah, I hadn't plugged it in for directions to the office, which I still need, even though we lived here for 3 months.
I made it home the other day without GPS, which is huge. And I did it, like I had time, so I did it to try and be like, okay, I have to know where I'm going.
I have not yet.
No, and you probably never will.
No.
That's not the life that you, again, you have a hard drive, as you said before.
Yeah.
You have a hard drive brain.
Yep.
Filled to the brim.
It's packed.
You cannot put any more.
No.
So anytime someone can tell you what to do and where to go,
that's all I need.
we'll take it.
I at this point in my life have let Jesus take the wheel,
Sure.
and that's kind of where I'm at with everything in my life today. I'm pretty much just a place him guy, where it's just like, all right, place him here, let him do whatever that is, and then place him somewhere else, let him do whatever that is, and it's kind of where I'm at in my life. The polite little gay man who popped his head out today was just like, "How's your day going?" Literally in that voice, and I was like,
That's what I needed today.
I looked at him, no lie, because I've been doing these rewrites too for the St. James thing, which is almost done in like the last edit, and I was still kind of in that St. James Street Jammies mentality, where I just looked at him and I was like, "Well, it's complete shit, hombre," and that's what I said. Oh, complete shit, hombre, and he was taken aback, like, "Oh," like he was, like, "Oh my gosh," and but he chuckled. He laughed, and he was just like, I ask that question to everybody who comes through here, and they never give me the honest answer. And I was like, well, I am, brother. I'm going to give that to you today. Yeah. And
you guys really imprinted on each other today, I think.
This goes a lot further. So as my drink was getting prepared, he goes, "What do you think of that nitro brew?" And I was like, man, on a day like this, it's the only thing that's going to keep me going, keep me alive for a few hours today. Mm-hmm. And he goes, "I hear you." But he goes, for me, obviously it's fall, so it's a pumpkin spice for me. And I was like, "Oh.
Really?"
Yeah. And he goes, I go, "Oh." And I played along. I was like, "Oh, pumpkin spice?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm a little pumpkin spice boy."
No, he didn't.
Yes.
This is not a real
little
story.
Pumpkin spice boy. And I started dying laughing. And I was like, man.
Let's get him on. I would love to talk to little pumpkin spice boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm a little pumpkin spice boy.
Did Evan Haley, did Ross tell you about me making you DB of the week back on episode 668? You did not. Did somebody nominate me?
They did. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And you were Drinkin Bro of the week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dreams come true. Thank you, Evan Haley.
Yeah.
And thank you, Ross, for telling me about it.
You're welks. Again, I'm a play some guy these days. You place me, I do things that are spectacular, often amazing, certainly inspiring, and then I walk away, and then you place me somewhere else, and I do that. Mm-hmm. It's kind of how I feel about it these days. And me and the little pumpkin spice boy really had a moment today, and I was like, I would love if you were in a boy band called the Little Pumpkin Spice Boys. And he's again, hearty chuckle.
Loved it.
And at this point, a couple women had come over and to the window as well to appreciate my greatness and my hilarity. And me and this guy, stranger, polite little gay man, just shared a moment together. No mask, no nothing, just two people doing their lives in different spaces.
Really just trying to help each other, just opening your eyes.
Yeah.
To someone else's world.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Not being so in our own shit.
It's kind of where I was today.
I love it. I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss those kind of interactions which I would have in the past, in the other life that we all used to live that we will never live again.
Sure.
Just trying to keep it positive.
Obviously.
I don't like to be negative, but we'll never have that kind of life again. But I needed those. You know what I mean? I need those little interactions with people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feeling energy, feeling their day. That guy would have pepped me up.
Yeah. He pepped me up for sure.
I bet he did.
If he would have offered an HJ in the parking lot, might have taken it after that.
You might have taken it, sure.
For sure, dude.
Just because of that connection was so intimate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean in a weird way?
Yeah. That if he would have offered hand to cock HTC, I would have probably done it. Just been like, all right, cool, man. Let me give you this gift. Let me give you one more gift. You've given me one today.
Right.
How about I give you a gift?
Right.
And then I got back on the road, plugged in the old iPhone, and In the Air Tonight came on by Phil Collins, and I was like, it's time to butt fuck the day.
Wow.
Time to butt fuck the day.
What a great day.
And I'm ready for it now. Any challenges that are thrown at me, I'm ready for it, Jabes.
Right.
Standing on top of that hill, baby. Ready to take on anything. I'll punch a cloud, too, today. If there's a low-hanging one, congratulations. I'll punch it. Mm-hmm. Want to discuss Louisville, James. We talked about it at the end of yesterday's show. We kind of left people on a cliffhanger.
Right, because I think we were 15, maybe half an hour, because they ended up announcing it like 1:32, actually.
Yeah.
But we were about half an hour ahead of the announcement.
Mm-hmm.
But we knew that something was happening because of all of the precautions that they were taking. So, unfortunately, we couldn't talk about it live. Yep. But enough has happened since then.
Sure.
It was just yesterday, so.
Yeah, so, after the verdict and all that other stuff last night, to be honest with you, because I read that entire case file that we were talking about yesterday after the show, and I was like, it's exactly what we talked about. Like the officer that got charged for firing away or whatever, charges on, isn't it an unfortunate incident? Yes. Can the police be charged? No, and I don't think they can get that charge. And so, therefore, I thought the ruling was correct yesterday, and I thought the DA explained it very passionately during that press conference that happened afterwards. Yes. And
I thought it was great, actually. But
so,
he was troubled. He was struggling, as all of us were. But he said something at the end, which was perfect, which is like, justice doesn't always align with what our emotions want, right? Justice doesn't always align with a tragedy. It just doesn't, right?
And if you have to go by the letter of the law, that's what it was. So, I just wish more people would talk about the entire case and wait for the facts to come out and everything, and have a thoughtful conversation. Because last night when I got home, I was watching SportsCenter. Why ESPN is decided to go political, again, that's why your ratings are in the toilets. But they talked about this case on SportsCenter last night, and it had nothing to do with sports whatsoever. Right. I'm not tuning in for any sportscaster's fucking political opinion. Right. And the way they were talking about it, they didn't say any facts of the fucking case, nothing. Mm-hmm. And
what did they say?
It was just an injustice and fucking, it's all racial and blah, blah, blah. And when you look at the facts of that case, no, man, there was a lot of shit going on there with the drug dealer and all this other stuff. And,
Well, I think it's important to say that what got them to the door was a warrant that was, granted because of all kinds of investigation, surveillance, and everything that was done to get to the point where you are showing up to somebody's house. So right away, that was all, and I think you guys went over it on a show that you and Dan did, right?
We did, yeah.
All the things that led them to the door, right? And then I find it really, really hard to believe. And their investigation showed that they did knock and say they were the police. This is the police.
And the neighbors testified to that.
Yes, what everyone heard is a no-knock warrant.
Right.
That's not what happens. What that sounds like is someone just breaks into your house, doesn't tell you who they are, and starts shooting. Right. And that's not at all what happened. The officer that was charged, again, we know, broke out of the formation that they were in when they went in and started blindly shooting into windows and doors with blinds on them. Right? Problematic.
Yeah.
Out of all the things in the story, problematic. And it went through the wall to an apartment with a pregnant lady and her 5-year-old.
Right.
Didn't hit them, thankfully, but could have.
Yeah.
Breonna Taylor's, Breonna's law was put into place. All kinds of, reform has come from this incident. But I think her name has become more than what the case actually is, right?
Yeah.
Saying the name Breonna Taylor is not exactly what the case was.
Right.
And it's transcended and it's become something different. and people's emotions are attached to this name. And there are changes that are being made, and an officer was charged. Dan says it all the time, like, can we take yes for an answer? Because if you keep saying no to people, that's not how change happens, right? Like if someone in cancel culture or in this world that we live in, when people are making progress, trying to make a change, you have to let them, or else nothing is going to happen. Right. Nothing's going to get better. If no matter what people do, you shoot them, light things on fire, and cancel them. No matter what they say, no matter what they...
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the downfall. We have to let the things that happened in this case, the huge reform that happened in Louisville, right? Breonna's law. Like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Things have happened. You have to be... That has to be acknowledged, right?
Yeah.
In order for change to actually happen. So the way that we're going about it is nothing is good enough. No matter what you do, nothing is good enough. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So, look, it's exactly what we said would happen yesterday, essentially. They're going to be out there tonight. The National Guard was called in. National Guard did a pretty great job with it. But we'll see how this goes through the weekend here, because now we're starting to get into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, where people have more time off to do shit. So we'll see. But if we're learning from things, this needs to apply to all forms of life and every hobby that people do as well. Because right now, this is breaking news. The FAA has cleared Harrison Ford to fly again, and that should not be happening.
I'll protest that.
Yep. Now that I will go out
protest that
to the Santa Monica airport.
And every family that has a house around there
Yep.
should be protesting because he's going to crash into it.
Yeah.
Or he's going to go on the lawn, at least.
Yeah.
He's going to clip an airliner.
So, allegedly, he's completed a training course to close that case where he went across the runway with the commercial airliners. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's Harrison Ford. Holy shit. I'm on my way to Kansas City, and there's Harrison Ford.
Can you fucking tell us, when you're flying, please?
Yep. So that happened in April. He's completed a training course, I guess, on not getting high before you fly tiny World War II planes or whatever the fuck it is. Harrison Ford is going to die in a plane crash. I'm gonna call this now, and that's it. Am I gonna feel bad about it? No, I'm not. He's also old as shit, so it's like he's lived a great life, and I can't believe he's not dead yet from all of these plane crashes,
right? And
all of the stupid shit he's done. If you don't know Harrison Ford in real life, I don't either. Write in. Just let me know if someone out there does. No, he gets high.
I would love to fucking chill with him. He's
all
funny.
Day long. He gets high as shit all day long, morning. So he's Giorgio.
His David Blaine.
Oh, my God.
Talk about someone that is so freaked out by what David Blaine is doing because he's high as shit.
If you go to YouTube and go to Harrison Ford and David Blaine, like you'll see this trick inside Harrison Ford's kitchen. Harrison Ford is so fucking high that I think he tells David Blaine to get the fuck out of his house at the end of the thing. Like, no lie.
Right.
He's like, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Very like fugitive. And it's amazing. But all he does is get high. And the photo they have of him in this bright yellow airplane right now on TMZ is so good.
So good.
That it hurts on the inside. But he should not be flying planes at all.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Today is day 2 of RBG in the casket, by the way. If you.
And it's not an open casket.
Oh, it's not open.
No, dude.
I didn't know.
I knew it wasn't going to be.
I didn't know. You never know. People ask for it, man.
No.
So it's not open.
It's not open.
All right.
I guess when you lay in repose, basically, which they do with a lot of political figures.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's just the coffin with an American flag over it, and you can go and pay your respects. And
Got it. Look, I didn't know if it was
it's giving
an open
people
casket.
time to get there if they want to, or fly there, or whatever they want to do.
Yeah, but it's open to the public.
Sure.
And there was someone.
No, I don't think it's locked. So if you want to just.
It's the thing. Someone tried to open it yesterday.
Nah.
Yeah. One woman knocked for like 30 seconds on the outside on the hardwood, hoping she would wake up, but that didn't happen either.
Right.
Trump went yesterday, and the people started booing for that. So it's good that you can still find the time to boo around a dead body. I was worried.
Yeah, that we were going to just pay respects.
No,
thank God.
No, dude.
Thank God we're not doing that.
There was a bunch of people wearing foam fingers that were pointed down too when he walked up. So
Fun.
yeah, that was a nice thing yesterday. And let the good times roll out there with RBG. If you're lucky enough to go see that casket and give it a quick wrap, right on the casket, congratulations. I was hoping for a photo. I said that the other day.
Right.
I was hoping for an open casket and then a photo and some selfies with her, but we didn't get that with RBG.
Right.
So a little disappointed in that, a little disappointed in America on that one.
Yeah.
I thought for sure during the times that we're living in right now, they would have left that top half open so you can get some selfies with her, for the campaign.
Right.
Hashtag early voting, rock the vote. I think that would be.
When you said it was going to be open casket, I was like, no fucking way, dude.
You never know. You never know, Japes. And that would have been classic 2020 right there.
It really would have, with a mask on. Still a mask.
While she's dead.
While she's dead.
Yeah.
Can't transmit anything. Still a mask.
I'm surprised they didn't say she died from COVID. Why not? If you're going to lie about a dying wish, why not just say she died from COVID on top of it?
Yeah. I guess.
Complete the fucking cycle, dude. Like, be who you are. Just say she died from COVID.
Right.
Yeah. And then just put, she died from COVID. We can't do anything about it. Then I guess people wouldn't be able to go see the body. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Sure.
Another story I want to chat with you about today. My 600-Pound Life show that I watched once and I've never watched again.
I don't. I shan't.
Nope.
And I whan't.
And you won't. You'll shant your pants watching it because you're just like, what the fuck are you doing? Kolisha McMillan, dead at age 41. Whenever I read these, and I read these, I think once, maybe twice a month, that a star from my 600-pound life is dead.
Right.
That's the least amount of shocked I am throughout my day.
Sure.
Every single day of my life. Like, what are we even doing? Of course they're going to die. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they're 600 pounds.
Right.
That is a small baby elephant
Yeah.
at that point. Not a human. A human should not be 600 pounds. So no, I'm not surprised by that. And you can go ahead and stop publishing these stories. I just assume they all died right after the show was over.
Yeah.
But another one, we lost one, and it was just like, they're like, oh my gosh, can you believe it? Yeah, I can. Every single time I can believe it.
41.
41, so young.
Can't believe she made it that far.
Me neither. Can't believe she made it past 28. Oof. Fuck, she had 13 more years than when I thought she was going to live.
Yeah. Yeah.
She
was on extra innings.
Yeah. She was on overtime.
Yeah.
She was Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's go to overtime. So not shocked at all by that. And then those stupid dummies had their baby yesterday.
Who's their
Gigi and Zayn Malik.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Gosh, when celebrities are pregnant, it just seems like it flies by. Like, it literally seems like we were just like,
you know why?
Is she having a pregnant? Because
you don't care. Like,
yeah, because I don't
and
care.
I don't either. And it's just like, all right, sweet.
Also, I think they announce quite late too. Do you know what I mean? They
So-
announce when they're
so they can
already
slim
like,
down? Yeah.
Yeah, I think they announce when they're already like 5 months, 5 or 6 months.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then it like oh, and now they're having a baby already, but they've already like had the baby, slimmed down, then they're taking like nice pictures with it.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
But they posted a little picture, a little tiny hand in his hand, 400 tattoos on his hand.
Right.
And,
That's okay.
yeah, it is. It's fine. It's just it's kind of weird to see, and that was their pick of like, hey, the child is here and we're doing 60 million followers Gigi Hadid has. 60 million.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. She's okay looking. I don't really get the hype, to be honest with you.
She just has famous family ties.
Yes, man.
Model.
Yeah.
Famous friends.
Yeah.
She dated The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Along with all those other little teeny boppy girls. They kind of pass each other around.
Oh, yeah.
Selena Gomez and then Hailey Bieber and then Demi Lovato. I don't know.
All of them.
I don't know.
All of them. Another huge story this is probably the biggest story of the day I want to talk about today, James. Police have seized 324,000 used condoms that are being washed and resold in Vietnam. Mm-hmm. Really want to talk about that.
Why?
I'll tell you why. There's often times where I look at people doing jobs or things around me that I'm like, man, that's the worst job in the world. And I'm glad I don't have to do that. This just topped it. Imagine being the guy who's got to clean out the used condoms and then roll them back up and resell them.
That can't be. You can't.
Can't put it in a dishwasher.
And where is this?
Vietnam.
Now, would you rather be a roller or a washer, Ross?
A roller or a washer? The roller. You've got to have it.
What about an emptier?
That's what it is. That's the washer. Yeah. That's what you have to do. That's the washer. Yeah.
Okay.
No, there might be a third. There might be a third station. There might be an emptier, washer, roller, packager. Maybe 4.
Jesus. I mean, that is an intense job, Jessie, right there. Did you imagine being, at a certain point, you'd have to kind of make it like interesting, as all jobs do, right? Mm-hmm. When we're working at like Olive Garden, when some people asked for some ridiculous shit, I remembered it, like, oh my God, I think I just gave that person 200 extra croutons because they wanted extra croutons.
Right.
With this, you'd have to be like, wow, look at that load. That's got to be 14 ounces of semen. I'd bring a little scale to work and just kind of start weighing these things and be like, holy shit, looks like the biggest load I've ever had to clean out of one of these things. How much does that weigh? Let me put that on like a little drug scale, and it's just like, whoa, that is 14 ounces of semen.
Why do we need to do that?
What do you mean?
What kind of shortage are we dealing with that we have to or is it an environmental thing?
I don't know. And it really doesn't go into great detail. It says they were being washed, dried, reshaped, and sold. So, they did a raid on this factory in Tan Ye. Probably pronouncing that right because my Vietnamese is
impeccable.
My strong suit.
Impeccable.
English second, Vietnamese first. I talk to you guys in English because we're in America, but you catch me out in the streets, I'm only talking to you in Vietnamese.
Right.
That's it. They found these contraceptives. They were washed, dried, reshaped, and then resold at a market. 360 kilos in total is what they were looking at there. My God, man.
Does reshaped mean shortened? And are we saying something about the people of Vietnam?
We could be. It was a 32-year-old who was running this operation. Ah, man. Imagine being that young. I was not expecting a young man to have that job or that position.
In Vietnam, that's like 60.
Is it really?
Vietnam years, they grow up a lot faster.
Only the good die young.
They're hardcore working at 5 or 6, I think.
Yeah.
So a 32-year-old, if we had a picture.
They've got a picture of these condoms all stretched out. I'm like, man, again, to make that job interesting throughout the day.
Vietnam years is like dog years.
It is. I would have to have a scale next to me.
Sure.
and then just start weighing the biggest loads and kind of, checking off things in my mind. We're just like, whoa, all right, cool. That was a record today.
Right.
It's the only way you could get through that job, I think. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, there is no other way of like, oh, hey, sweets. So, look, if you're out there listening right now and you hate your job and you hate your boss, just know there is one job out there that is definitely worse than yours. And I don't even know if Mike Rowe would have tackled that one. Dirty jobs, Mike Rowe.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, we're in Vietnam today and I'm cleaning out used condoms. Holy shit. That's a triple roper in there, Mike Rowe just getting down and dirty. No glove.
Right.
I'm going to do this job with no gloves today for 24 hours straight. Man, I am elbow deep in semen today, guys. Join me. Dirty jobs,
Sure. Dirty jobs.
Dirty jobs. That's real dirty jobs.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. And then your boy from Cheer, he went down hard, by the way, Jerry.
Yep.
You want to talk about it? Because I know that this one breaks your heart. You loved him.
It's hard for me to say. Like, I was thinking about talking about it and thinking maybe that was a little insensitive. I was just surprised. Like, I'm not like sad that he's in jail right now because he is in custody.
Yeah.
In prison.
Yes.
This is real.
Yep.
So I'm not sad about how he's being treated or anything like that. I'm just fucking surprised.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised.
The production of child pornography was the charge, by the way.
Right. So I'm wondering, there must be, again, they're not going to tell us all the facts, right? They give us the headlines. So there must have been other incidents, and these two boys that were suing him were the only ones that were able to be named and shown, right? Mm-hmm. But in order to get that kind of charge for producing pornographic, right?
Yeah.
There has to be other incidents. There has to be other people that just don't want to be in the public eye or be named. So it's a really big, horrible thing.
Yeah. So if you're out there and you're trying to get a video back from Jerry from Cheer off of Cameo right now,
right?
It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a few years on that one.
Right.
And Cameo had to release a statement saying we've temporarily suspended his account. I don't know why that's not forever, but
it's temporary.
Just temporary. I guess they're going to wait to see how the facts shake out on child pornography charges from the government, because those always seem to go well. I remember that guy from Subway, Jared. He's still in jail.
Is he?
Still 18 years.
18 years.
He's
Okay.
fucking 18 years in jail.
Okay.
The other thing I want to talk about before we get to the sponsors here, what's the story with that Tarek chick, that Christina Tarek chick?
Christina Tarek.
What's her?
Well, the ex.
Christina and Tarek.
Christina and Tarek.
Right.
But she's Christina something whatever from Flip or Flop.
Yeah. So I want to praise you, Jabes. I want to take this moment out of my day to praise you personally.
Oh.
I said maybe 200 or 300 episodes ago, because we're in the 600s now.
Sure.
That she was hot, and I was like, man, yeah, dude, she's doing shit or whatever, and you were like, it's just a fucking hot, dumb, boring girl, and you were like, I bet you behind the scenes, she's super boring. So homeboy cheats on her,
Real
right?
boring, yeah.
Yeah.
The guy that Tarek or
Tarek.
The new
Yep.
one? Okay.
Tarek was cheating on her. They got divorced, right?
Right.
She gets married to another dude.
Mm-hmm. I think it was her bodyguard, producer, something like this.
Whatever. They chunk out another kid. They get their own show, right? What is it?
Christina on the Coast.
That's it. Yeah.
Nobody watches yet.
No, they do. Ratings do really well for that show.
I
Ratings
think
for
it's just the channel, to be honest.
Christine and Tarek. There is people like her. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Men don't, though, apparently. So that new dude, they're done.
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah, I don't know what that split is about, but
There's got to be something with her behind the scenes.
that's what I always say.
It is.
Now,
Maybe she's not fucking these dudes.
probably not. Probably not.
Christina, that's it. You know, that is life advice for you.
Have you seen his fiance, Tarek's?
No.
Spitting image.
Smoke show?
Her?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, real estate agent, just like Christina.
There we
She
go.
was on Selling Sunset. She looks.
Oh, shit.
She looks 100%
Okay.
exactly like Christina.
Let me pull this chick up.
I think her name's Heather, but if you go Tarek, fiance, I think it's Heather.
Fiance?
It's just such a classic case of you've got a type or you're just trying to fuck with your ex. Like, she's younger. She's the exact same as you. The exact same.
Heather Ray Young, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He got the 3 Series, the M package now.
Yeah, that's a good way to fuck with someone. Have them look exactly like you, only younger. Do exactly what you do, only better.
Wow, she's got bigger tits too.
Yeah.
Huh. Man, that is, and they're the pictures
Is there
together.
a side by side?
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking at a side by side right now. Man, that is fucking hilarious.
Swear to God.
I thought so. When we talked about this a couple 100 episodes ago, I was like, "What are you doing, you fucking idiots? You just won. 2 years later, you won." That is the way to do it, my man. That is fucking hilarious. Holy shit! I did not know that.
Right?
Man.
If you ever. She better be brunette. Do you know what I mean? Tattoos.
What if I married an older version of you?
Fine.
Like Christina Applegate.
Fine with it.
How old is she? How old is Applegate these days?
She's great. She's fine. She's 50 maybe?
She smokes all the time.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she smokes cigarettes.
Oh, I love her. Anyway, I am her. 50 something?
Let's see. What's your guess?
I would say 51.
She's 48.
Oh, sorry.
Huh. Yeah. So, is that old enough or no?
Yeah. I mean, she would just need to be older than me. That's all.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Just in case, you never know.
Yeah, because you know I'm going older.
Yeah, you are.
And fat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
And gray.
we all know
White.
that's, whites.
White.
If they don't look like Santa, Jabes is in there for the fucking party. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, Kurt Russell Santa.
That was your end all be all. Yep. All the gifts underneath the Christmas tree. All of the gifts underneath the Christmas tree.
Yes.
We're going to give the people what they want here on YouTube. Proud of the Nooners for constantly showing up here. We're going to go to a single and let Jabes do ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros.
Oh my goodness. Well, you guys know Ghost Bed. You love Ghost Bed. I'm not going to name any of the other brands of beds in a box, but you know what I'm talking about, and Ghost Bed is the best in the biz. For a limited time only, we just got an email from Rich that they're going to be changing up these deals next month. So get on your 25% off everything in the store. If you go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros, 25% off everything in the store, 30% off a bundle package. So a bundle package is adjustable base, pillows, sheets, mattress. Like bundle that all together, 30% off of that. And then if you're military, first responder, teacher, or you work in the government, you get 30% off everything in the store. That's huge because they love you. Also, do the 36-month pay-as-you-go program with 0 interest. It'll make your payments like $38 a month, and you'll be comfy and cozy right now. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros and get all of your comfy, cozy, adjustable base. This is me in the adjustable base. Till I get to a perfect place of being cradled by my ghost bed giant. Ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros.
Oh, that's what the people needed, Jabes. It's what they needed. Next up, we get StrikeForceEnergy.com.
Boom, 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 boom. Shaplaka.
StrikeForce Energy.com is the way. That's the way to go. Energy. Bump it into your ding dong, brother. I wish they put it in one of these like chloroseptic things like this.
Ooh, that'd
So I
be a
could just
good
give
idea, like a binoc.
A couple squirts. Do your squirting noise for the audience.
Okay.
Best in the biz, sound effect wise. Keep it on a single of Jabe's. Let's hear it.
There you go.
I mean, it was right on time.
Was
right
it
on
not?
time. Strike Force Energy. Look, I am juiced up on it now. Yeah, I needed all of the things today. I needed Starbucks Nitro Brew. I needed fucking Strike Force, all of it. I'm trying to bravely battle this cold that I have. Will I survive or will I be in repose next to RBG? I don't know. What I do know is if I'm going to try to live, I got to have Strike Force in my body. Go to strikeforceenergy.com. 4 amazing flavors: grape, original, lemon, orange. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You know
The
at this
fuck
point.
you flavor
Yep.
is real good.
You put it right in your butt.
It's just lube, so don't drink that one.
Yeah. Don't drink that one. Lasts longer than 5-hour energy. Tasty, tiny little tin pouch. You rip it open and squeeze it into any liquid available. Go to strikeforceenergy.com today. Use the promo code REVOLUTION for 20% off.
Andrew Lamax, yes, that's not squirt. That's pee.
Pee.
Squirting's not a thing.
Wait, what? I'm sorry?
Andrew Lamax, that's not the squirt I'm used to, is my woman faking. Yeah.
Ah.
It's pee.
Yeah.
It's pee.
Yeah.
Many studies have shown.
Yeah.
Lies.
Sorry, guys.
Lies. It is pee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said. I've said that for years.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, no, it's something else. No, it's pee,
It's
right?
an ego thing. You want to believe that you are the one person that made an impossible thing happen with a woman, right? You want to believe that that's what it is.
Yeah.
And we let you do that. Sometimes
Then keep
some
letting me do that.
scientist will come and blow it all out of the water, but you won't hear it.
Yeah.
You won't hear it, right? No. I'm that good.
Yep. Yeah. I got a lot of messages about you today.
About me?
Yeah.
What?
Your episode on Drinkin Broettes.
Yeah.
If a guy doesn't make you come, that doesn't count as part of your body count?
So Tiffany posed the question of, guys, people want to know what your number is, right? Mm-hmm. What's your sexual partner number? And we don't want to say. No one really wants to say, right? So for women, we changed it to, we're like, what if your number was only the people that gave you an orgasm?
Ah, gotcha.
Because that's what guys do, I'm sure. Like, I don't think you're going to add to the number a whiskey dick night or a night that you didn't have sex with someone. Like, you're going to only count the people that you had sex with and finished, right? In your body count, Giorgio, stop shaking your head. Not in your hookup count, in your body count.
Right.
And so we kind of switched it to the same thing. Like, okay, if that's how you're judging it, then we're going to judge it that same way. Therefore, our number is very low.
Got it.
If not zero, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ross, you want to take this one? If P touches V, that counts, right?
If you're even on the outside, just...
So you count that as like, if,
Yeah,
if
still
I were to
counts that
say,
sex.
how many people have you had sex with? You would count everything, even if you didn't finish, if you didn't, a blowjob, everything?
No.
Okay.
Insertion is pretty much, that's the...
Insertion,
that's the rules.
not necessarily to completion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's sex. That's what the definition of sex is.
Okay. Well, we just changed it around.
No. I hear you, and I understand it. But yeah, for dudes, it's way different. Where you're just like, all right, cool. Because there's some night where you were saying like a whiskey dick night, where you're just like,
Or
not,
if it's
not
just
my
like
fault,
whatever.
you know?
Yeah.
Not my fault. I'm not
Sure.
gonna take that number off, just
Right.
because I had a little too much beam that night.
Got it.
So yeah, dudes and girls are way different, and that's life.
That is life.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
life.
And we're fine with it. And that's what we talked about on the show.
What do you mean?
Like, just the difference. Just the difference between all of that.
Oh yeah. But here's the thing, like the pee, the squirting and the pee thing. Like, yeah, I knew that all the time. So that was never like, oh my God. Yeah, I was like, no, you just can't control yourself, which is fine. So people are born like that.
No, it's not necessarily not controlling yourself. So it's actually a skill to be able to do that while you're orgasming, right? I'm not taking away that you have to practice, that you have to like train to do it. And it probably feels 10 million times better to be doing that at the same time. Do you know what I mean? As orgasming.
Sure.
So I'm not taking away that like not everyone can do it. Cause even like because your mind says at all times as an adult, don't pee until you're in the, right?
Yeah.
So you have to actually train yourself to do that and to be able to do it on command. So I'm not going to take away.
No, of course not. But there's a small segment of people who just can't help themselves.
Maybe.
So, yeah. No, there is.
Okay.
We watched a crazy movie last night, by the way.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we're talking about this.
On Netflix. I had said a few days ago, somebody had written this thing of like, hey man, I think it was a piece for the Hollywood Reporter, maybe, that it was like, this is going to be a revolution like the 60s in movies. And I said, no, it's not. Because you're not going to get funding for any of this shit. And I still stand by that. The only way you're going to do it for an independent film and make it crazy is you've got to have 400 famous people who can sell this movie around the world. Now, last night was it was a movie on Netflix that had the exact format that I was talking about, where it was a crazy fucking movie, but you still needed Robert Pattinson in it, right, to sell this fucking movie around the world.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no reason for him to be in that movie.
Yeah, I know. My God.
I didn't think it was bad, but the movie itself was fucking crazy. It's called The Devil All the Time. And
it was such a great title, too. Like, I just love it.
I don't even know why it's called that, to be honest with you. But
well, it's based on a book, right? Which,
yes.
Which,
that's right.
The whole movie kind of made me want to read the book because the guy that wrote it narrated the movie.
Uh-huh.
And his voice was just so great. And the story was so amazing. And it kind of, I never do that where I'm like, I'd rather read the book. But
yeah,
I kind of want to read this book because the story, like the movie was
gnarly,
amazing.
Yeah.
Different. Not anything that I would have thrown on without you forcing me to.
Yep.
It's a good one.
Because I took control of the remote last night. As soon as we got in bed and I said, look, this is what we're watching. Tough shit. And whenever I do that.
And then you hit me.
Yeah, I usually beat you before I go to sleep. Yep. So are you putting on, I thought you were putting on makeup to cover your black eye.
I already did that.
Yeah. What it was kind of a collection of stories that all meld into one. Very Pulp Fiction-y, but like in the worst possible way.
It was the story of one kid, basically. And in these small, super religious towns, I think the point of it was to kind of show how small it is and how connected you are to so many different people, right? What it started as is not what I thought it was going to finish as far as like what the main point of it was.
Right.
But it's more just an interconnected story of all these different people in this small, super religious town, right?
Right.
And everything that comes along with that. And I like, kind of like There Will Be Blood. Like, I like the creepiness of super religious shit.
And it just,
Nothing creeps me out more.
There were so many twists and turns in this thing that I was just like, it was incredible. I really, really enjoyed this film, but
super graphic, by the way. Very gory.
Very graphic, yeah.
Lots of moments of holy shit.
Yeah. I mean,
so fun for the whole family.
No, fun for anybody over the age
husband and wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Not kids, but.
But it was the same thing where it was like, dude, if you don't get Robert Pattinson in that movie, I don't know that it gets financed. Because you said exactly what any Hollywood casting director would say of like, hey man, why didn't you get somebody else to play that part?
Oh my God, there's so many actors that would have killed that fucking role.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal himself.
Jake Gyllenhaal produced the movie.
Producer would have
he
killed
should have
that
been
fucking
that role. But that's what you're gonna see. So like, if you watch a movie like this or like the Ted Bundy movie, right, with Zac Efron, and you're asking yourself, why the fuck did they choose Zac Efron for this movie? It is simply to get it financed and put it out around the world.
What's the number that you always talk about? Q number?
Oh, your TV IQ for being on TV?
Whatever you said, like there's certain number that people look at that, like if your Q rating or something is
in television.
Oh,
yeah.
in television.
No, so in
not movies.
No, movies
okay.
is global box office, and then the financiers will go off of that, and they'll usually give you a list of people like, hey man, we need
these people do well overseas, blah blah blah, whatever.
Correct. And look, it happened to me. It was a 7-10 split, which they ended up changing the name. It's a bowling movie that I wrote and produced and starred in. I couldn't get that made for like 4.5 years, and then they finally slid a list of actresses across the table, and it was Tara Reid. Tara Reid could fund that around the world, and I happened to be friends with her, and it was right after I think the third American Pie that was huge, like globally, that had made like $300 million or something like that. But that's what happens with a lot of this shit, and that's what's going to happen with these independent movies like this. But I did enjoy the movie. I thought he was okay. Like I was able to get through him, you know.
Okay.
The wildest part about it was
too much for me.
The wildest part about it to me was every actor was British playing a
so that was the other thing that I'm
Southern
really, really against. And if we're talking about like things that we're going to protest in Hollywood, that has been one that Australian and British actors taking everyone's roles.
Yeah.
Just because they're good, fuck you.
Yeah. But, you know.
Just because they're better than us, fuck you guys.
As much as I like that film, I thought about those stupid qualifications for the Oscars. I wouldn't have made it. As great as that film was, it would not qualify for an Oscar.
Not one.
It was all white. The cast was all white.
All white.
Yeah.
But that was factually accurate to what they were doing.
Correct. But it would not qualify for the Oscars in 2024 or whenever the fuck they're going to implement that. And that was stuck in the back of my mind. And I was like, man, I wonder if there's going to be, no. There's not one person of any other race or whatever in there. So, but it was a great film. And it's like, that's the way it should be. Just make a great fucking movie. That's it. The stories are stories. It was based on a book. So, you know, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But if you're looking for something that is off the beaten path, that is definitely one to look out for, because it's real good. But buckle up. It is not what you think it is. And holy shit, man! I haven't seen
I need a better thumbnail.
A good film in the world.
Thumbnails fucking suck on Netflix.
Oh, they're always the worst.
They're always the worst. Like I would have never clicked on that.
Yeah, I mean, I had read an article about it. That's why I was like, all right, cool, I'll check this out. But otherwise, yeah, you breeze through these thumbnails, and I don't know who their thumbnail person is at Netflix, but it's the fucking worst.
It's the fucking worst.
Every single time. So, nah. I was watching that Kelly and Ripa thing before we got in today. It was on in the background.
Kelly and Ryan?
That's it. Kelly and Ripa sounds better, though, you know?
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Just her, yeah.
Yeah.
She carries the whole fucking show.
What if her last name was Line? Rip a Line? You know? Rip a Line?
Uh-huh.
Kelly and Ryan, so, because we're here, and it airs an hour earlier. It was on in the background when I was getting ready. Carol Baskin was on today.
Yeah.
She's on everywhere. Mm-hmm. She's on Dancing with the Stars, as if she didn't kill her husband. Like, it's like putting OJ on Dancing with the Stars.
Right.
If we're going to put Carol Baskin on, I want O.J. Simpson on Dancing with the Stars. I do. They're doing a Disney theme, I guess, this week, and she's going to come out and dance to The Lion King. Again, if you're going to have her on, put O.J. on the show and give him his own special night as well, you know?
Right.
Run some ads for isotoners, do the whole thing. Do it properly. If you're going to put a murderer on the show, let's go big.
Right.
You know, let's get the guy who killed his wife and she was pregnant.
Peterson.
Yes. Let's get Scott Peterson on the show. Mm-hmm. Bring him out. Lock him up as soon as he finished dances. Like put the bracelets back on right after he
Dancing with prisoners.
Dancing with bracelets. Yeah, and they've just got shackles on. Dancing with shackles. Let's bring him out there. Let's trot him out. And if that's what we're doing now, let's go full bone.
Right.
Let's get Scott Peterson on the show. Let's get the Casey Anthony out there.
You would love it.
Trot her out there. Who wouldn't?
You
Tot
would
mom.
love it.
Tot mom. I need to see a little tot mom out there. You know? You could play. She could come out and dance to Daughters by John Mayer.
Do you really, 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 really
Yeah.
think that she killed her husband?
100%.
Really?
Yep. Meat grinder.
Okay.
Yeah. She put that fucker in a meat grinder, took that cash, and is living her best life.
Right.
You know? Hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
What a sociopath, though, to be that.
Why not? You got to live in plain sight. I understand it from her perspective. Live in plain sight. What she's doing right now is exactly what you should be doing. It's the same thing that OJ did. I don't give a shit. I'm playing golf.
Right.
And I'm also looking for the real killers.
Yeah.
So, you know, OJ is, dude, he's out at fucking, man, he was on a phone conversation next to me the other day, by the way.
Who?
OJ.
What do you mean next?
I can't say this. I can't say where, but somebody that works with him, this book, you know, booking him out, working on his shit. Was like,
okay.
He'd called in the middle of it, and I saw the thing, and she was like, "Hey, it's your favorite person," and I was like, "No way!" Just let me hear his voice. I did. I heard it. You know what he sounded like? Happy as shit, like he hadn't murdered 2 people. Dead serious. Just rapping about life, normal life.
Right.
You know, some golf tournament in Vegas, and I was like, "What the fuck?" But let's get him on. Let's get him on, and then they can retrace his steps. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can bring out the crime scene photos, bloody footprints, and then they can make a dance around where he was on the outside of that property that night. Because that's where we're going with Dancing with the Stars now.
Right.
And everybody's just cool with it on that show. Like she didn't murder anybody. Tyra Banks. Yeah. Here's Carol Baskin. This is fun, isn't it? No. It's a fucking murderer, dude.
Right.
What the fuck are we doing anymore? No one cares. So, like, if you're out there and you give a shit about the election or anything that's going on, no, you don't, because you're watching Dance with the fucking Stars. The ratings on that are banana dick right now. And you're out there watching it at home while everything else is going on, cheering for Carol Baskin. What if she fucking wins that show?
She might.
I know.
She might.
She might win that show. She's going to hold up a trophy the same way she held up her dead husband's leg before she chopped it off and put it in that fucking meat grinder. You know?
Right.
Dancing with the Stars. Dancing. I want Dancing with the Murderers. I want everybody who's murdered somebody over the last 10 years on there. Let's really fucking ramp shit up if that's what we're going to do. You know?
Yeah.
I'd be down for it. Great. Let's bring out the top 10 murderers out of prison, put them in shackles, and let them all dance on that fucking show. And let Tyra Banks say, "Oh my God, you were fierce, girlfriend."
Yeah.
To Casey Anthony.
You really smized.
Yeah. You really suffocated the competition, Casey. You know? If that's what we're doing.
They did make jokes about that.
Yes.
And I think there's now a lawsuit against her, another one from the family.
Correct.
For being complicit in jokes that are happening
Yes.
on the show.
Yep.
And she's like, I didn't say it, but okay.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what's going down, kids. So let's get our top 10 murderers out of prison, shackle them up, and let them just do some salsa routines, you know?
yeah.
To Shakira. That would be a fucking blast.
Yeah.
James, do we have a crime corner today?
We do.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
shit.
Oh, shit.
Crime corner. Crime corner.
We're going to be going through this together.
Are we?
Because, you know, we just are. So 78-year-old Arkansas man arrested after placing dead animals on headstone of former neighbor. I don't know why. We're going to go through it together.
Okay.
So a Pea Ridge, P-E-A, Ridge, Arkansas.
Oh, I
Pea
didn't know,
Ridge.
I didn't know if that was like a ridge you pee off of.
Yeah. Not, I had to specify for you.
And I appreciate
Because I
that.
knew you were going to.
No,
yeah.
I appreciate that.
78-year-old Arkansas man was accused of placing dead animals on a gravestone of his former neighbor. We know that. Causing more than $2,500 in damages. After noticing various dead animals on the headstone for about 2 months, the family of Fred Allen McKinney were given permission by the cemetery to set up surveillance cameras. Really?
Wow.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah, good for them.
So they got the footage of...
So they set up the surveillance cameras because they kept going to their dad's, husband's, whatever's grave, and there'd be dead animals just piled on his grave only.
Okay.
And you're kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
At first they thought it was just a coincidence. They thought maybe the animals were like, consuming the fake floral, like all the floral arrangements, or consuming some kind of chemical and dying right there.
Sure.
And when they began to find more dead animals, they realized it wasn't just a coincidence and someone was placing them. So the family had removed 16 dead animals. One of the carcasses was draped over the stone and stained it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that'll cause some damage.
That'll cause some damage.
Yeah.
So that was the damages.
$2,500.
Yeah, that's the damages.
What kind of animals are we talking about here? Giraffe?
No.
That'd be a fucking sweet flex. If you showed up and there was a dead giraffe over
Right.
the tombstone, you're like, Jesus Christ.
A horse.
Yeah.
So video showed the driver of a gray Dodge Journey place a dead animal on the headstone, then walk back to the vehicle. Police also said the images appeared to show the person trying to disguise themselves by wearing a women's jacket and sunglasses and a wig.
There it is.
What the fuck is
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on?
yeah,
So
yeah.
Shannon Nobles, a former a family member of the dead guy that's getting dead animals.
By the way, real quick, not to I hate to interject. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know what a Dodge Journey is.
Oh, a Dodge Journey?
And if you're out there and you own one, obviously don't stop believing. But
A Dodge Journey
I've not heard
is
of Dodge Journey.
classic.
Is it? What is
I
it?
don't know.
Great.
I don't know.
Great.
So the Dodge Journey, the driver was Joseph Stroud, who owned a farm next door to McKinney and shared a property line with
There
him.
we
Now,
go.
there we go. And especially with older gentlemen,
Yep.
property lines,
Yeah. Big deal.
surveillance, things like this
Big deal.
can really cause. I mean, I know my dad and his former neighbor literally hated each other. And it was all over like a fence being a little bit too far over or some kind of parking space. Like property as you get older, big fucking deal, right?
Yellowstone.
Property lines.
Yellowstone,
yes.
yeah.
Yes. So, okay. So she later was running near the cemetery and noticed Stan leaving in the Dodge Journey again.
Yep.
We'll find out what this car is, but she checked the gravesite and found a dead possum and 8 live babies. Investigators took Stroud into custody and he denied involvement. He was arrested Monday and was charged with defacing objects of public respect. So this is just a classic case of old dude revenge and rage.
Yeah.
And I love to see it, by the way.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what this guy did to Stroud in the Dodge Journey, but it was bad. Do you know what I mean? He was encroaching on his property line in a way that he felt, I mean, and I'm just thinking of him, old man. Like, when you fucking die, motherfucker, I'm going to put dead animals on your grave every single day.
Night,
I'm going to disguise myself. I'm going to wear a wig.
I'm going to wear a woman's
blazer.
jacket, yeah.
I will get away with it for a very long time.
Yeah.
And even if I'm arrested, I'll deny it.
You have to.
You motherfucker, move that fence over 2 inches. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get this tree off my your roots are going into my property. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah, can I pose a weird question to you?
Please.
Is there a possibility that this was all a PR stunt by Dodge Journey to sell more Dodge Journeys?
I like it.
I've never heard of this vehicle before.
I like it.
Guys,
It was said 3 times in this article.
I have Googled Dodge Journey.
Okay.
Okay.
It is difficult to describe to you. It is if a minivan fucked an SUV.
Dodge Journey, yeah.
Or if an SUV sat on the couch for 3 months and ate Doritos.
Great. So I'm starting to think that this is a advertisement ploy for Dodge Journey. And if
Now
you're...
I want one, to
Yeah.
be honest with you.
if you're out there and you do drive a Dodge Journey, take a picture of yourself in it. We will post it on Ross Patterson Revolution Instagram.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like a minivan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A miniature van.
But it's
Yeah.
sporty, you know. It's got a little something to it.
We're all sporty though, aren't we?
Aren't we?
Yeah.
We're all a sporty version of our
Real
former
selves.
selves,
Yeah. We're all a Dodge minivan these days. You know
We're
what I'm saying?
all a journey. We used to be a Dart.
Yeah.
Dodge Dart.
Happy
Now
little
we're
Friday, people.
Fucking journey.
And we're journeys,
Journeys.
dude. Happy little Friday, everyone. Daddy's going to take some Chloraseptic, get back to the fucking woodshed, start smelling some
Start collecting dead animals
smelling salts.
for one day when our enemies die.
Yeah, because you never know when I'm going to have to lay a dead giraffe on somebody's tombstone. For Jessie Wiseman, a.k.a. the Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolution. Good night, everyone.
Let me just read some super chat really quick. So Danny K, B Bess, hammer the like button.
Yeah,
Sorry,
good.
we didn't read
No.
any of these. Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Sorry.
look at you, Jabes.
B Bess.
Taking over. Put her on a single for Jabes and get us out of here.
She's the best.
B Bess. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so Danny K. What else do we have? Super chat. B Bess.